The early gaming laptops were largely desktop replacements, clunky chassis, multiple power bricks, and RGB lighting galore. But the top contenders now are different. Manufacturers are finally putting powerful specs into thin gaming machines, sleeker, more portable, and more professional builds. They have excellent, fast, refreshing screens that are necessary for a great gaming experience. These laptops aren't just great for gaming, but for everyday work as well. From mid-sized and mid-range stars to big, beefy monsters, these are the best technically portable gaming rigs you can get. We have listed the best gaming laptops of 2025 and their key features. You need to consider this to help you choose the best one for you. For more information on the product, as always, I've included a link in the description box down below, which are updated with the best prices on each product. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. Now let's get started. Number 5, Asus TUF Gaming A14. I was impressed with Asus's thin and light TUF Gaming A14 laptop when I first got hands-on with it ahead of Computex earlier this year. For a sub-brand that Asus has typically treated as a budget alternative to its Strix or Zephyrus lineups, the A14 looks and feels premium, with a metal lid and base. And at just £322, it's nearly as travel-friendly as similarly sized ultra-portables, except the A14 packs RTX 4060 graphics, and not one that's thermally limited, like the one in HP's Omen Transcend 14. After testing and using the TUF Gaming A14, I now also know that it gets nearly double the battery life of some of its competitors, including some of the best gaming laptops, lasting over 10 hours in our testing. For those looking for a travel-friendly laptop that can handle some serious gaming while also not looking out of place or leaving you out of battery in an office or classroom, it's one of the best options, and it's one that $399 price range. I just wish it packed a newer AMD Ryzen AI processor and that its speakers pumped out more volume. While the TUF A14 shares the same keyboard layout and ports as the Zephyrus G14, it is the polar opposite in terms of exterior design. It has no LED strip on its lid, no RGB on the keyboard, just white backlighting, and no flashy silver color option. The metal lid and bottom of the TUF A14 are dark gunmetal gray, and the deck and bezel around the display are a matte black plastic. There was a moderate amount of extra software on our review unit of the TUF Gaming A14. You get Asus's Armoury Crate, of course, and its various components. This application lets you do everything from monitor your system vitals, to launch installed games, to changing your wallpaper. It also has a store for buying games, as well as news about other Asus products. Number 4, Gigabyte Aorus 16X. The Aorus 16X is one of the best performing gaming laptops I have tested, and it gives excellent results in both GPU and CPU heavy workloads. Gaming frame rates are amongst the best available for an RTX 4070, and the laptop is especially well optimized for settings best suited to the hardware. On the flip side, the 16X has some key limitations for creator use, or those who value USB-C charging. The Aorus 16X is a high-end gaming laptop aimed at those who don't want to compromise performance and are willing to live with a larger, heavier machine. To give some perspective about the size, the 16X weighs in at 2.3 kg, 5.07 lb. In other words, chunky yet able to be slipped into a bag without any drama, quite similar to comparable laptops from other brands. It also comes in a range of different configurations that pair up powerful Intel i7 and i9 HX series CPUs with NVIDIA RTX 4000 series GPUs. There is also a larger Aorus 17X for those who prefer a bigger screen or even more powerful hardware. The 16X I tested for this review features a mighty Intel Core i9-14900HX CPU, 5.8 GHz, 24-core, while graphics are provided by a GeForce RTX 4070 8GB GPU with a 140W TGP, total graphics power. The 16-inch screen has a 16:10 aspect ratio, slim borders, 2560 x 1600 resolution, a fast 165Hz G-Sync compatible refresh rate, 400 nit peak brightness, 3ms response time, and covers 100% of the sRGB color space. You get dual DDR5 memory slots, and in my case, 32GB of 5600 MHz RAM was installed along with two M2 PCIe Gen 4 Air 4 NVMe SSD slots equipped with 2x 1TB drives. I appreciate that Gigabyte opted for a larger than normal 99WR battery and gave it the ability to fast charge to 50% in just 30 minutes. Number 3. MSI Katana 15. The MSI Katana 15 2023 balances design and performance with a relatively affordable price to be a great option for those seeking their first, or at least an affordable gaming laptop. It has solid 1080p performance and everything, except for the battery life and trackpad, is good enough. The MSI Katana 15 2023 makes solid 1080p gaming in laptop form just a little more accessible. It's not the flashiest or most awe-inspiring looking option on the market. In fact, it somewhat resembles those loud and proud gaming laptops from before the pandemic. But it delivers where it counts for those that are not quite ready to drop $2,000 on something to play the latest 8AA title at the absolute highest settings. So, for those with a limited budget, the MSI Katana 15 2023 is among the best gaming laptops to pick from. There are some compromises, such as the styling and battery life, as well as a flaw or two, but the overall package provides a good quality gaming experience where you won't feel the portable's limitations. After all, the best budget gaming laptops strike a balance between design, performance, and price. And the MSI Katana 15 2023 does just that, making it ideal as someone's first gaming laptop. Gaming laptops have come with a lot of compromises for being able to run powerful specs and function competently as a gaming battle station over the years. Many newer options have solved a lot of those issues, such as battery life and portability. That's not quite the case with the more budget portables. And that's certainly not the case here. The MSI Katana 15 2023 is thick and heavy, with the tough plastic body more reminiscent of gaming laptops from a few years ago. In fact, this portable has somewhat older stylings to match. Number 2. Acer Nitro 16. The Acer Nitro 16. AMD is not the prettiest gaming laptop out there. It's a bit bulky as well, but it delivers competent performance even with a 165 Hz refresh rate. It's also on the affordable side of the gaming laptop spectrum. You won't be wowed by the webcam or battery life, but the overall package will deliver, especially for competitive gamers. Writing reviews on gaming laptops with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050, like the Acer Nitro 16 AMD, is an exercise in splitting hairs. Some are a little more expensive, some are a little cheaper. Some quality of life factors, like changes in refresh rate or webcam resolution, differ from laptop to laptop. The guts, however, are very similar. The Acer Nitro 16 AMD, then, is a lot like many of the best budget gaming laptops with its surprisingly solid performance while sitting at the lower end of the gaming laptop spectrum. In its case, it does have that faster refresh rate and a good keyboard with bright RGB backlighting. However, its aesthetics are a bit more aggressively gamer-centric than many of the best gaming laptops, which have in recent times taken lessons from MacBooks and Ultrabooks. That said, it has a lot to offer, especially for competitive gamers on a budget. You can surely go cheaper with models sporting older GPUs, but those will start to show their limitations much earlier. Because of that, the Acer Nitro 16 AMD is not a hard laptop to recommend for the right budget-conscious gamer. The Acer Nitro 16 AMD, being a budget-oriented gaming laptop, comes with a fairly limited array of options, despite there being up to 11 options depending on your territory. Number 1. MSI Titan 18HX. The MSI Titan 18HX is an absolute monster of a gaming laptop, capable of running just about any game you throw at it with max settings and all the extras that go with it. It's also never going to leave your desk and can sound like a jet engine under load. And with the eye-watering price tag, this laptop is just for those select few who want exactly this kind of desktop replacement. If that's you, you won't find better, but everyone else should probably move along to more affordable options. The MSI Titan 18HX returns in 2024, reclaiming its title as the best gaming laptop for those looking to splurge on the most over-the-top desktop replacement money can buy. The Titan 18HX, like its 2023 predecessor, the MSI GT77 Titan HX, is a $5,000 desktop PC masquerading as a gaming laptop. Clocking in at just under 8 lbs, 4 kilos, you're going to feel this one if you ever have to actually carry it anywhere, and most backpacks out there won't even fit it. This laptop, then, will be relegated to your desk with the occasional trip to another room at most. While it sacrifices portability, it does come with some absolutely bonkers hardware, including a 175W RTX 4090 mobile GPU, a 95W Intel Core i9-14900HX processor, up to 128GB DDR5 RAM, and up to 4TB SSD storage, with one of its 3 M2 SSD slots being a PCIe 5.0 interface for the best SSD speeds possible. Though it doesn't come with a PCIe 5.0 drive, you'll have to provide that yourself. Throw in the world's first 18-inch 120Hz 4K Plus mini LED display with 120Hz refresh and HDR 1000 certification, and you have the most decadently spec'd gaming laptops I've ever tested.